Hi everyone, I'm back. Happy to be back. I hope everyone's having a good day, had a good weekend. I know things may be hectic for a lot of us depending on where you are in the world and when the youth go back to school and getting geared up for the upcoming autumn season. I have your cards for you today. I have, looks like 7 cards. And what I'm going to say up front and immediately about this reading that we're going to dive into is that it is all about the inner work. So if you have not been doing your inner work, you might be feeling some serious difficulties right now inside. And then also your reactions to what's going on your physical plane right now might really be affecting you. And for those of you who are not so familiar with my videos, when I say physical plane, I mean the actions and the occurrences and the things that are happening outside of ourselves and in our world. You might be having some trouble navigating it if you have not done some of the things that I'm going to be suggesting to you today based on the reading that I got, the cards that I have for you right now. So getting into it, we have 3 straight reversals again from the map deck. And anytime you have these reversals with this deck, it's something you really have to attune into, prioritize, and pay attention to the message that's coming through with it. The first card is the details card in reverse. And if you look closely, I hope you can see it. There's a bit down there that says clarity. So I'm not going to say you don't have clarity because I don't think so. Because even though this is a reversal, you see this clarity is upright. So I feel like you are in a place where you might be gaining clarity, and you might be gaining clarity about things in your life that are not where you want them to be, that are not perfect, and you're recognizing that it's your own decisions that have gotten you there, and you're realizing it and trying to own up to it, but it might be making you feel really bad, and you might be blaming yourself. Don't blame yourself, okay? This card is asking for you to let go of perfectionism. It is okay to make missteps, but the point is to understand where you took that turn that caused you to be where you are, and then you can work through what you can do differently to get where you need to be, making sure your actions are in alignment with your values. So just practice patience and kindness with yourself. If you realize that the reason why you're in your circumstances is because you did it. I mean, that makes sense. It's not anything out of this world. So don't feel so bad about that sort of thing. Just work on your next step. Okay, now we're moving into Sad Embrace card in reverse. Sad Embrace, this is don't wallow in your pity or your misery. Don't get caught up in victim. So this is really a card for you if you are struggling about maybe it is you, but it feels better to you to say, well, it's because this person did this, or since I didn't get that job, or since you didn't give me the hookup, or I didn't get that relationship I wanted, so I'm depressed, or all of that is victim mentality. And this card wants you to snap out of that victim mentality and figure it out, own your peace, and move forward. So avoid looking at the external as the cause. Avoid trying to blame spirit, God, the universe, your neighbor, your mom, your dad, your ex, your employer. Just no. Focus on your role in it, because only you are really going to be able to make the plan to get yourself out of it. Okay? And then also, reversal, mountain. If there's a major obstacle in the way and the things you're doing keep making you slam up against this hard place and you're not getting anywhere, do something different. This is about flow. Get inside the flow of things, and when things you are trying, you're pushing for this business you're trying to open, but everything is falling apart completely. Maybe you need to sit down, restructure, look at that plan again. Is it your purpose for real? Or are you doing the opposite of your purpose? Do you know you're supposed to be doing one thing probably, but you kind of don't want to jump off the diving board, or you're not looking into it, but you keep pushing in this direction very vehemently and with a lot of pressure, and you keep falling down or getting pushed down, or things are not going your way at all, it's time to stop, pause, reflect, and rediscover what you're really supposed to be doing. And if you are not working toward your purpose, other things in your life are just going to be a lot more difficult to deal with. Because if you were given a gift to do something in this world and you're running from it, or you're ignoring it, or you're prioritizing other things over it, you will not get the things that you want. They will be just outside of your grasp, and you'll be spinning your wheels trying to figure out why you're not progressing, and it's because you aren't doing any of your purpose work. But in order to do your purpose work, you've got to know your purpose. And I was watching Pastor R.C. Blakes today, and one of the things he mentioned was, especially for those of you who are looking to be in a relationship, he said, if you don't know your purpose and what you should be doing, you're not going to know the kind of person you should incorporate into your life that's going to be in the same lane with you, going in the same direction. You're not going to know. If you don't know yourself and what you're contracted to bring to the world, how are you going to bring on the right partner to help you get there? You cannot develop yourself inside of a relationship. You can't. You have to do your personal development before you get into it, and then that relationship complements. So just think about that, because we're often brought up in, societies where we have to do all of the right things to eventually have a family, have a relationship. You might go to college or get the job and have the money and all of that. But inner work, personal development is important. What are your real dreams? What is your purpose? How is your spirituality? How is your emotional maturity? All of these things you have to take into account, and that's part of the prep work. It's more than just having the money and the stability. How are you in here? How are you in here for real? Do you know? Okay. Figure it out. And from Romance Angels, I got a good one. Healing family issues. This is this inner child healing, reconciling things with your parents. That could be biological parents, that could be acting parents, that, family members who were in place of your parent. Regardless, the people who raised you or did not raise you, you got to work out any anger issues, any resentments, anything you felt you did not get. You have to reconcile that. And when I say you have to reconcile that, this does not mean you get to go to these people and then they're going to be like, oh, I'm so sorry I didn't do X, Y, Z, and that you're going to feel free and clear after. No, you might not have access to do that. Doing that might even make it worse. So you have to know your circumstances and understand that healing and closure for things that happened in our upbringing might have to start and end with us. We might not get what we're looking for in another person. We always got to look to ourselves and our spiritual connection and where we're trying to go and tackle that. We can't rely on the next person, even if that person brought us into this world or heavily shaped our view of the world, because they had a huge hand in our upbringing. We can't always expect that they're going to give us anything more than what they did or did not give us before. So work on your family issues, and that can free up or offer some additional clarity that'll help you make decisions about your partners, your romantic partners, because how we come up heavily influences the person we choose to be in a relationship with. And if we have traumas from our childhood that we have not yet rectified within ourselves, we will go into relationship after relationship, replicating the same conflicts, issues, and dynamics from our childhood relationships with our parents in our romantic relationships with others. So if you felt abandoned by your mother or father, or if you felt like you weren't good enough, you will get into relationships with people who make you feel similarly, so you can keep trying and trying to win that favor that you never won from your parents. That does not work. You will be in a loop. So clear up your family issues, be whole and complete with that, and then you can move on and choose healthier partners, okay? Now I got Keepers of the Light deck, Bridget. Bridget is symbolic of the fire, the flame, the fire inside of you, your ability to connect to your spirituality and move forward and make decisions. You are lighting up your own path. So if you are wallowing in the dark, dark, dark place, and sometimes we have to do that, just know that you were in that dark place and you can use it as a mechanism to propel your healing so that you can shine the way for where you need to go next. And your journey can help inspire others to get to the next level. Don't give up on yourself. I went to my writing club yesterday, a new one for the first time, and a woman made a poem, and it was a list of things, obstacles, and after every obstacle she said, don't give up. So whatever you're going through right now, don't give up. You feel terrible, don't give up. You feel like you can't, don't give up. Just keep going. Keep going. You may have heard a lot of people say things like, it may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but it could be the next day. Tomorrow could be the day. Today could be the day for you. You just never know. You can't tell that future. So just don't give up. Rock with the fire inside of you. Okay? And from the love deck, we got the Rings of Time. The Rings of Time is everything happens in divine timing. So this pretty much matches up with what I was saying about this card. You don't know what's going to happen. It will happen in divine timing. So sometimes we're in a space where we can move forward and walk through a door. Sometimes a certain door is shut to us and we have to find a different way. Maybe it's not a door at all. Maybe it's a window. You just have to be open to where you can go right now and where you can't go. And if you can't go, it's cool. Just wait and reflect, think things through. And then when the green light is ready, you'll be ready. See, you don't want to just be like, I'm blocked, and you do nothing. And then the green light comes and it's like, oh my gosh, I'm so unprepared. No, prepare. Prepare. If there's something you know you want in your future and you don't see it happening right then, prepare. So that when it shows up in your life, you're ready. Because what? The last thing you want to be is not ready for the thing you always wanted. You know, you want to be ready to get in there. So prepare. Now, I know we can't be fully prepared for everything. Things will catch us off guard. But if you've done something to support this preparedness, you'll be in a better place to receive. And our healing card, listen to your body. This listen to your body card is so significant because this is covering everything from, oh, I think I should eat something nourishing. You know, I'm feeling hungry. Let me sit down. Let me eat slowly. Let me eat something that's going to really make me feel good. To, oh, I don't believe I did that. I'm terrible. I made so many mistakes, and all the blame and things like that, and how that can affect you somatically. So you could be feeling awful about yourself mentally, and then it can turn into ailments in your body. Illness is sickness, you know, getting colds, weakened immune system, aches, pains. It's all energy. So if you're feeling negatively about yourself or you're not moving the energy throughout your body, you're going to feel these aches and pains. So listen to your body. If you are in pain, it could be, yeah, maybe you got injured and you're in pain. Or maybe you're having aches and pains because you have not been working out, you have not been eating properly, you have not been sleeping, you have been feeling stressed out. And these things all intertwine. If you're not eating properly, then that can contribute to you're feeling stressed out, or you're feeling physically ill. And if you're feeling physically ill, you might not want to work out because you feel too crummy from the food that you ate. Then you're not working out, and then your muscles are getting all loose. You know, our muscles hold up our bones. So now it's like the aches and the pains and the joints and the knees and the elbows and the back and the shoulders, all in pain. So it's like, I'm hurting So I can't work out. I'm going to sit home. I'm going to eat some more stuff that I should not be eating. And then I'm still going to feel sick behind that. I can't sleep because I'm holding on to this stress because I need to be working out and eating better, but I'm not. All of this is cyclical. So that means you have to pick the area you want to start with getting better, and then the other things can follow. So a lot of this goes back to how you feel about yourself, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. So begin working on that. Work on your spiritual connection. Work on yourself mentally. Work on how you're feeling inside day by day, and incorporate some of the physical things into it so you can work yourself back up to where you need to be. And remember, it is a marathon. It is not a sprint. You have to work consistently to get to where you need to be. All right? So that is what I have for you today. Hope it reaches someone. If you need me, I'm here. You can email me. You can find me on Facebook. Of course, if you know me in real life, you know how to find me. But otherwise, I hope everyone's having a great rest of the day, night, wherever you are when you see this video. Thank you for watching and tuning in. I appreciate it. Share, please. I know I have to do better about advertising my channel, and that is on my bucket list and what I've been working on, but it slips my mind when I meet people and I get out and we're just chatting and we're just really talking, and then I don't say, hey, check out my, so I have to do that, be better about that. But if you guys can help me, that'd be wonderful too. So thank you again. Namaste.